to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Miller! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Kansas offense has the ball for the first time. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field. And that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back. And I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good and so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. You can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances when there's a third down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him. That's the play you need your receiver to win. And whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Dropping back, it's Combs. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right, the opponent.
There he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
He'll try to pop the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
To the air, it's Combs. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Handoff to the lone back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Got the quick pass. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 3rd. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. They're left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak.
Well, the defense got to stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches there.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We worked on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. On the ground, it's Parrish. Nice move to keep running. At the 35, he's loose. Running free. Touchdown, Baylor! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He'll try to tack on one more. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking to throw, it's Combs. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
Sets up the screen, and he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical third down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. Third down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Right on the money. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Now on first down from the 28. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Cross the 30, out to the 33, engage 4 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Hart. It's complete to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Bears have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Working that left side now.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The offense changing the play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Works the middle. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. He's got it. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air. It's Hart. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They'll run the screen. Running through contact. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Here we go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Cole. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to going at halftime and potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Got his man to the left. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Fires toward the target. Working the middle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. He's got it on the move. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
The Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half.
Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Combs. He's open on the right. Finds some room. He's at the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Number 20. In the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss.
21. Kansas, 10.
Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Working the middle, it's complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
To throw, it's Hart. He uncorks one deep. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bears! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Bears moving quickly to the line. The jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Unloads it left. He's got it. Breaks into the open. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Hart. Looking deep. Hits the open man. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passing. using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Bring in the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Reels it in down the left side. Hits the afterburners. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And guys, after that huge play didn't quite make it to the end zone, they'll try to pay it off with a touchdown here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
Touchdown, Rock Chalk! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Coastal Carolina is getting dominated today. And friends, the folks in Conway deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to Auburn. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Leaves it with the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the single back. Still running at the 35. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. with a first down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. The 40. At the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen.
Touchdown, Kansas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Number 88.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hart. He's got him. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Kansas offense returns to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Catch in the middle, it's Jones. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Gashing the D on the right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Back to pass, it's Combs. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start this drive with a pass. Zings it complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And the Bears in the hurry up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run play action. Now rolling to the left. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Takes the easy completion. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Finds his man down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Hart. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. And back to the air on second down. Makes the grab. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Firing to the right, complete. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but